morning, you guys. It's Elijah Child here again, and for today's video I'm gonna take you to Mount Pinatubo with me and my friends. Hello, what's up you guys? It's Elijah Child here again, and for today's vlog I'm gonna take you to Mount Pinatubo hike. Let's go! So we are finally back for another vlog here in the Philippines, and let me take you to our spontaneous guided tour to Mount Pinatubo in Zambales. So we just booked this a few days before our trip and we realized it was really one for the books. By the way, we're here in Manila right now for work, but we extended our stay over the weekend, and since we will be staying for the weekend, we booked for a one-day tour somewhere in Luzon, which is a day trip adventure to the beautiful disaster of Mount Pinatubo. So in this video, I'm gonna share with you our guided tour experience, where we booked this tour, the rates, and of course, some tips before going there. Just a disclaimer, I am not a professional hiker. I am just here to have fun and experience the beauty of Mount Pinatubo in Zambales. I'm with Stella and I'm with Arky. Hello guys. Time check, it is now 6:05. We badly wanted to get some sleep, however, it is really not for us. The call time is purposely early. It's because we need to go out at dawn in order to avoid traffic and for us to arrive the ideal and desired time of hike. We moved out from the tourism office quite later than expected, as we waited for our names to be called by the tourism officers. And yes, we are kind of lucky that we are riding this open 4x4. Just a reminder, you will not be able to choose which 4x4 you can ride on. It is the tourism office's choice and is actually out of our control. And the maximum allowable persons for this 4x4 ride is only 4 packs. In our case, one joiner was not able to join us for some reasons. Here are just some of my tips before riding the 4x4 ride. Number 1, for the ladies, wear a sports bra, a very tight sports bra, because it will be a 1.5 hour ride and it will be too bumpy, and promise, you don't want to get hurt the whole time. Second, bring a mask and wear it during the bumpy ride. The lahar residues will be so dusty and you don't want to get more pimples after this activity. Top the road hills. This one is part of the tour but is not particularly highlighted, but this is actually one of a kind. Init na. Third advice would be to triple the layer of your sunscreen or even more. And bring your sunblock spray if you have it. It would be really best if you have it along the way. Okay guys, so ganito karaming 4x4 yung andito sa Mount Pinatubo ngayon. To trek. Oh, diba? Hindi nagbalibak. Okay guys, so we are now gonna walk for around 45 minutes or up to an hour going to that mountain. And it's around 3 kilometers as per our guide. So yeah, by the way guys, we booked this tour in this page. It's Wanderers
tour packages. I think that's it. And we booked this tour around 3,099 pesos per head. And it already includes van transfers, wala pang food, the tour mismo, the 4x4 ride, and the guide, and also the environmental and the maintenance fees. Medyo abog lang talaga. Hindi Tagalog sa abog. Oh, maalikabok lang talaga dito. So anyway, we are now heading there. And I hope makakaya namin to. Look how maalikabok it is. So dusty. And these are the stones, the big rocks or stones coming from the eruption.
I found out that Mount Pinatubo is actually an active volcano. It is located in the tri-point boundary of the Philippine provinces of Zambales, Tarlac, and Pampanga, which are all in central Luzon, in the northern part island of Luzon. The biggest eruption was last 1991, which affected a lot of our indigenous Aitas living there. It was a huge eruption which caused the death of around 847 people. Amazing how I remember this part of the history during this tour. Anyhow, next advice would be, make sure to bring an extra shirt, short, or underwear. This is a must, especially that this trek will be hot, dusty, and wet at the same time. You can actually leave some of your belongings in the tourist van. On the other hand, if you're on a tight budget, make sure to bring your own water and your own food. There are a lot of small stores along the way. However, they are selling it at a higher price. We can't blame them if they sell it at a higher price. It's because it's so hard to transport food and drinks to that remote area. Most of the sellers are our native Aitas. If you can buy from them, please do, as this might be a big help.
And what else should you bring?
Pera.
Pera din, kasi they don't have GCash here.
Yeah. And every time you ihi, you pay.
Yeah, kailangan mo magbayad ng 10 pesos.
And after less than an hour, we almost finally reached the peak or the crater lake of Mount Pinatubo. The trek was honestly so exhausting, but fulfilling at the same time. It is honestly a nature therapy along the way, and for us non-hikers, it really took us so much patience. They say that this is a beginner level trek. However, for me, it is in the middle of beginner and intermediate.
We are now 500 meters away from the crater, and the trail is getting a little bit more challenging. Kumusta tayo dyan? Kumusta tayo dyan?
Okay na. Okay pa ba? Okay pa.
We're here in Mount Pinatubo, the crater lake.
And as expected, hundreds up to thousands of tourists are in the peak to see the beauty of the crater lake. I was definitely in awe with the view. It was fantastic, and indeed it was a beautiful disaster. You can still actually go down from these stairs if you really want to reach the tip of the crater lake. However, our legs couldn't do so because it's super painful already. We just enjoyed the view on top and made sure to savor each moment. We immediately started our descent after 30 to 45 minutes of viewing the beautiful crater lake because we were actually hungry. We saw people bringing their own food for lunch and more snacks to munch on in the crater lake. We are glad to be able to reach the peak of the crater lake and be able to see it in person, since we just see that in our elementary history books. So we grabbed some snacks in the small stores along the way. After an hour of descent, we're not yet done. We still need to ride that 4x4 again, and this time it will be hotter. So this time it's best if you have that closed 4x4 ride. It's another bumpy ride and another dusty ride. Adventure. When we arrived at the jump-off point, we immediately took a shower and ate. 3:30 p.m. we started to go back to Manila, and we made sure to sleep in the car on the way back home. Would I recommend? Yes, I would. If you want adventure and if you can sustain the hotness, why not? Our phases says it all. We need sleep. So till here, guys, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!